You guys, what's up? How are you guys doing? And in this episode we're going to be covering one of my other private career mode, and that is AC Milan, the team that I support, the team that I started my first ever career mode with on FIFA 17. And guys, just like the other video with Cadiz, I'm just going to be talking about the team's transfers and shit, because some people have actually requested me to make this. So guys, let's just get into it. But anyway guys, moving on to the squad. First up we have this Peñaranda guy. This guy's actually incredible because he's 22 years old and 85 rating, hitting the world class level, and he's got really nice dribbling stats, just like I mentioned in the previous video. And I like my players to have good technical abilities and shit. And he's partnered up with this Hachini guy from the youth squad, 82 rating and 5-star weak foot end skills, and not only that, 19 on dribbling. Like, this guy's the best player ever used in FIFA, but unfortunate for you guys because you won't be able to use him because obviously he's a regenerated player from the youth system. But yeah, he literally gets most of my goals. He's also creative, 78 short passing, that's a lie because most of the time I get a lot of assists with this guy. And moving on to the cam, we have Lanzini, another great player, and in the midfield it's actually incredible. Cosiello, 88 rating at the age of 24, and Rafinha Alcantara as well, Thiago's brother, along with Ndidi for the brutal force that's gonna just win the ball back and retain possession and shit. That guy's actually a beast because 6'2", and he's literally perfect because physically he's incredible, and he can do the defensive and attacking work sometimes. Moving on to the defense, we have Lemos and Romagnoli. Alessio Romagnoli, one of the best players, one of my favorite players, and Lemos, 85 ball control, like really high on a centre back, and not only that, his tackling stats is actually incredible because he's got the tackling and the technician trait. And moving on to the left backs and right back, we have Pereira, this guy from Nice. He was pretty good, his crossing is really nice. And left back we have Luca Digne because he's sitting on the bench of Barca, so might as well. But look at Romagnoli's stats, guys, 90 plus on stand and slide tackling. Like, what more do you want? And guys, I tried to fit the Italian theme in this career mode once again because I don't want all of my Italian players to go, like especially Donnarumma, Bonaventura, Di Silio and Romagnoli, so all the players that have just came from the youth system, like the Milan Primavera. But yeah, we move on to the substitutes now. But just before that, guys, we also have to cover the man himself, Donnarumma. Right now, he hasn't signed the contract yet, and he was being a bit of a snake like a few weeks ago, but it looks like he's signing the contract. But if his fat ass agent Mino Raiola does anything, then I'll just actually be pissed off because I really can't be asked for that dickhead. But yeah, moving on to substitutes, we have Nastasic, Danilo, Tolisso, but as you can see, just incredible players. El Shaarawy got him back from Roma, and Mbaye and Niang as well. Like, I don't want to sell my players that are already in the squad, but Niang might leave in real life, so I don't know. But reserve, we have a lot of great young youth players, and Gabriel, the goalkeeper that was there from the start, and this Costa centre back, the youth player, 85 slide and stand tackle, which is really high on a 77 rated player, and also brought back the veteran Thiago Silva. And you can see the other players that were already in the squad, like Davide Calabria, this guy in real life, sick crossing, and other players as well, as I'm showing you. A lot of these youth players I just tried to loan him out, and I also bought like other young Italian players such as Nicola Barella, just to fit the Italian mold. And Locatelli, he hasn't been growing much because when I started this career mode it had the old database, so he didn't have the highest of potential like he does now. But yeah guys, that's for the reserves. Here you can see I'm covering a few players, and guys, at the bottom you also see Medran. That guy's at the bottom because he's about to get sold, and Mastur as well, the 5-star skiller, the guy that fucked up his potential this year and last year because he's literally not getting any minutes. Next up guys, we have the squad report, and you can see all the players, how much they've grown over the years. And Donnarumma, 20 years old, 86 rated, and he's still got that exciting prospect tag. Like, who knows what level he might get up to. But yeah, you can see the stats of all of these players, and you can see Hachini, you'll see how many goals and assists he scored, 7.3 rating. What more do you want? And the club's worth, guys, I think it's like 1 billion, because look at these players with insane amount of transfer values, and they're sitting on the bench as well. Like, we literally buy Munich in the 3-4 years that is in career mode. But yeah guys, you can also see the loan players as usual. Some of them are getting interest from foreign clubs like Villarreal and shit, but I never got the chance to use most of these players except that Hachini and the centre back, 77 rated centre back, because most of them are like really low rated, and I just keep buying world class players only. It's really hard for them to get into the squad. But you can see the players that are loaned out, and this Bonifaci guy, he's Palos region, so that's interesting, I guess. And yeah, we move on. But before that guys, you can see some of these players have insane stats, like random, like that Luca Rizzo, like he had 99 ball control. Like, when do you get that on a 20-year-old? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's for the squad report, and we move on. And here you can see guys my manager stats in how many seasons I've done with Milan, and there I think it's like 4 or 5 I believe, but surprisingly I've never won the Champions League because fucking hell, I've been playing on legendary, not world class. And yeah, you can see the record transfer fees received and paid and shit, which is quite interesting because I had Asensio and players like Renato Sanchez before, but that's pretty good, I guess. And yeah, we move on. And guys, moving on to transfers, here you can see Lucas Digne from Barcelona, got him for 20 million, and you can see a lot of players, you know, that have loaned in and loaned out, and like even free agents, and some players have bought from lower league teams that have, you know, really nice potential, like the centre back that you can see under Digne. And yeah, and here you can see I've done a deal with Niang. You know, I sold him to Arsenal and then got him back again, you know, 5 million plus Aubameyang. I guess it's a good deal because Aubameyang at this time, you know, is really old and shit, so you know, whatever. And you can see Crocieta, the Primavera left back that can play left mid, you know, sold him to Bari for 1.1 million because even though it's under his value, you know, I'm never going to use him, and he doesn't have that much potential anyway. And guys, you can see more, you know, players, and Borja Baston, another player, striker that I've sold to PSG for 35 million because this guy's like a target forward, and I thought I could use him, you know, coming off the bench and like, you know, last minute headers and shit, but that shit never worked. So, and another player, like I mentioned, you know, Renato Sanchez, 65 million to Barca. Like, what a great deal, generated a lot of funds because I bought him for like, I don't know, 20 million I think. And another, you know, Milan player, Jose Mauri, sold him to Hoffenheim, 12.5 million, and Hakim Ziyech to Liverpool, 34 million. Like, all of these players are like, you know, really young and like not the typical players that you'd buy in every single team. So yeah, I like to make it interesting like that. And you can see more players that I've sold and loaned out, and Nastasic at the end, you saw that I got him for free as well. And moving on, guys, we're going to be looking at the league table, and at the moment Inter are first, only because the season's only just started and we're literally like 2-3 points behind them, so that, you know, it should be good. And in about, you know, a few games we'll be first, winning the Scudetto. And that's it, guys, for this episode. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you've liked this, and let me know what you want to see in the next video. That's for this video, guys. Stay safe and peace out.